Okay. Good morning, leaders. To, Today, before we start, I want us to give ourselves a round of applause for showing up for our businesses this morning. It's not easy to wake up at 5 a.m., but we are here. Let me just see how many we are in the meeting. Just a second. Okay, we have about 47 participants. That's a good number. Thank you so much, leaders, for showing up. My name is Emilia Iiyambo, and today I'm going to talk about leadership, which is one of the essential skills that we need in our network marketing business. And the notes that I'm going to present today to you are notes that I took from the GoPro event. Those of you guys that don't know what GoPro event is, it's the world's largest training event for network marketing professionals, and it's hosted annually by the leading expert in network marketing, and that is Eric Warren. And the main aim of the event is to basically just teach skills that are needed for building the network marketing business, skills that are needed for, growing your business and really just mastering the business. And it's normally high profile speakers that are featured at this event. And last year's event was, I think, in Las Vegas, but most of us, of course, attended virtually. And this was from the 5th to the 7th of December. So it's an event that you really don't want to miss as a network marketer. So you want to make sure that each and every year you are buying your ticket for, this GoPro event. Now, let's jump right into the presentation. And today, really, I'm not just talking about leading a team. I want to focus on building a legacy, because the aim of doing the business is to build a team that is stable, a team that is sustainable, a team that will allow you to, build a legacy for your family, for your kids, even if you are not here today or you are not here in 2 to 3 years to come, you are able to leave something behind for your family, So we are not just focusing on collecting people for the sake of having a team. We really want to master the skills that will allow us to build something that will last forever. And yeah, sorry, leaders. I'm trying to move to the next slide, but my laptop is frozen. Okay, here we go. So what is a leader? A leader is someone that shows the way, meaning they go first in everything that they are doing. And this is just to say that as a leader, you should be able to lead by examples. So you cannot show the way. The thing is, you cannot show the way if you don't know the way. So first thing first, as a leader, you must know your way. Where are you going with your team? Where are you trying to lead your team? You must walk this way first before even expecting your team to do things. You must do the things first. You must experience the things first. You must fail first. You must learn first, and so on. So you really need to know the way as a leader, because you cannot lead people where you have never been. If the aim for that specific month for your team, for example, is to make sales, then you should be making sales as a leader. If the aim is to recruit, then you as a leader should be disciplined enough to, do all these things that you want your team to do. So leadership is example before instruction. It's action before instruction. Before you give an instruction, you should be able to do that certain thing that you want your team to do. And really, you should be thinking of the legacy that you want to build. You think long term in everything that you are doing. You build daily habits, and you should just make sure that whatever you are doing in your team, you are not taking any shortcuts, because there are no shortcuts to greatness. And you should always just keep in mind that you are not building a team for this month. You want to build a team that stands forever. And there are no shortcuts to building a team that stands forever, unfortunately. And really, as a leader, you must have some clarity. And as a leader, you need to create clarity. You need to define the monthly focus for your team. You cannot just start a team and you don't know what you want to achieve. That, sorry, not starting a team, but start a month and you don't know what you want to achieve with your team that specific month. And you need to make sure that the vision is simple and the vision is clear to everyone, because confused teams don't move. So once you have clarity in your team, everyone will be able to see the vision. Everyone will be able to know what is expected from them. What are we doing this month? What is the product focus for the month? And what does success look like for your team that specific month? So you should spell it out. You should, make it very clear to everyone that this is what we are aiming for this month, and this is the plan, and so on. And when you have a vision, you are able to show your people the journey. You are able to paint the bigger picture, and you are able to help them success. And really, with a clear vision, you are also able to attract people that are aligned with your vision. You will not just be out there collecting people for the sake of signing them up. And the next thing, the people are just in the team sitting, looking at you, because they don't understand what is going on. But someone that has a clear vision, someone that knows what they are doing, someone that, put it out there that this is my vision, this is what I'm aiming for, this is where I'm going. The legacy that I'm building is, for example, maybe aiming to, help young ladies earn an extra income, be confident in themselves, and live a healthy lifestyle. Maybe, for example, if that's your vision, then you attract people that are aligned with your vision. You will not just collect people for the sake of, having people in the team. So people need to see where they are going. You need to show them what the journey looks like for them. And you need to paint the bigger picture in terms of growth for them, in terms of income for them. Well, how does it look like? What is in for them in the business? The impact that the business will have on their, families, on themselves, and the recognition that you are giving them, or maybe recognitions that are coming with the company, like, with our forever incentives that are in the business for them, and all that. Because when people are joining your team, they are joining your vision. People are not joining forever, they are tapping into your vision. And if there is no clear vision, then it's going to be a problem. Okay. Before I continue, just give me some fire in the chat to make sure that you are not sleeping, my leaders, to make sure that you are still here. Are you still with me, leaders? Now I can't find my chat box. Okay, here. Are you still with me, leaders? Let me just see some fires in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you, my leaders. Thank you so much, my leaders. Okay, I can see you are still here. So let's continue. Okay. Leaders, I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's my network that is a bit unstable, but okay. Just give me a minute, leaders. Okay, now let's talk about action. We said a leader is someone that is leading by examples. And as a leader, you must have some actions in your team because action beats everything. Action beats the talking. We can be talking here on the 5 a.m. every single morning, but if there is no action, then there is nothing happening, you know? We can talk all day, but really at the end of the day, what wins is our actions, our momentum, you know? Movement creates belief. So we should really encourage massive action, um, even if it's imperfect action, you know, there must be some action in your talking. You need to put in work what you are talking about as a leader, you know. And yeah, back to the leading by example again. Um, the trick here is to never ask what you don't want to do. If you are asking your people to do the 5 a.m. meeting, are you doing the 5 a.m. meeting yourself? You know, you can't expect the team to do what you refuse to do. If you are not posting, you don't expect your team to post. If you are not recruiting, you don't expect the team to recruit. If you are comfortable, then they will also be comfortable and all that. So leading by example is key. And what we also need to understand is the fact that network marketing is a profession, right? And in every profession, you need to have the necessary skills that are needed in that profession. You need leaders. You need to upgrade your skills constantly, you know, through reading books, through listening to audios, through attending events, upgrade your skills every single time. Never stop learning, never stop attending the trainings, never stop reading books that are, you know, needed or books that are out there for our profession. You know, keep upgrading your skills, keep investing in your self-development, and that is how you'll be able to, you know, also transfer those skills to your team, you know. And another thing regarding the skills, mentorship, you cannot do the business alone. You need to make sure that you are coachable. You know, growth is faster when you are guided, when you are someone, uh, when you have someone that is, you know, holding your hand, you go faster. So really follow someone who has results. You know, um, I always tell people that I'm so grateful to do this business along with my fellow amazing leaders, you know, that are always willing to help, that are always, you know, willing to coach. Leaders here maybe with the 5 a.m. meetings, you know, every single day there's a 5 a.m. meeting where you can learn, where you can be coached, you know, how to be a good leader, how to sell, how to recruit, and all that. So we really don't have any excuse to not, you know, show up for our businesses and be good leaders. And some of us are also in teams under amazing leaders. Shout out to my leader, Mariana. Thank you so much, Mama, for always holding our hands. So yeah, we are really grateful. It really makes it easier if if you have someone that can guide you to say that this is how you do this is how it's done in network marketing and all that. So get you a mentor, and yeah, make sure that you have that coachable spirit. Okay. Now, as a leader, you need to be obsessed with your time, and you need to protect your schedule. Um, Make sure that your priorities are shown in your calendar so that you don't end up spending time where in things that are unnecessary, in things that are not going to contribute to your team growth, in things that are basically just wasting time. You are just all over the place. People are doing this weekend. It's not business related, and you are joining them. But you are a network marketer and you are trying to build a business, but you keep, um, um, spending times on things that are not really aligned with your vision and all that. So winners are intentional with their hours. Be intentional with your time. Don't just be all over the place. When people are asking you to do all these funny things, you are showing up. When there is something happening, you are showing up, but you are never available for your team. So yeah, we really need to be intentional, and this is something that I'm really trying to work on, making sure that my business is a priority to me, and really making sure that I'm investing quality time in my business. And yeah, um, comfort versus growth. You can't be comfortable and expect to get results. And again, this is, we struggle every day. Even today when I woke up for the 5 a.m. meeting, I was like, yeah, I have to do this. You have to keep showing up even when it's comfortable. It's not easy to wake up at 5 a.m. It's an uncomfortable thing to do. But because we understand that this is what we need to do and it aligns with our goal, with our vision, we have to keep showing up. We have to keep training the body that no, you are not going to stay in bed. You have to wake up and show up for the business. You know, it's things like that will really show your team how serious you are about the vision that you have shown them. And so try by all means to get out of your comfort zone, because nothing good happens there. As Eric Worre said, that the enemy of progress is comfort, and the friend of progress is obsession. So you need to be obsessed with your vision. You need to be obsessed with growth. And if you really want empire level results, you can't operate at comfort level. You cannot afford to do that. You need to get out and get things done. If you are telling yourself that in March, I'm going to, do training, I'm going to train other leaders on the 5 a.m. meetings, do it, just do it. Okay. Oh, this one is really important. Leading yourself first. And I know most of us struggle. They say the most difficult person to lead is yourself. So before you lead a team, you should be able to lead yourself first. You should be able to discipline yourself, to be consistent, to be able to control your emotions. Especially this one. They are all important, but being able to control your emotions, because we are in the business of people. We are working with people, and it's very important to put yourself together and be able to show up for your people. You know, sometimes, not sometimes, it's not easy to work with people. But if you are disciplined, if you are able to, control your emotions, you will also be able to work with your team. You will be able to, you know, avoid unnecessary conflicts in the team. You will be able to, have everything in control. Although we are not perfect, it's not really possible to be 1,000% perfect, but try to be in control of your emotions. Try to be disciplined, try to be consistent. You cannot lead people if you can't lead you. You can't lead others if you cannot lead yourself, basically. So, yeah. Um, we spoke about this at the first few slides, that there are no shortcuts to this thing, legacy building. If you have the quick money mindset, you are going to destroy your empire, because now you will be looking for people just for the sake of making that quick money. But legacy takes patience. You can't just be collecting people for the sake of getting quick money, because you will end up getting wrong people, because you are recruiting from a place of desperation. You are desperate to make that quick money. I always tell people that I'm not looking for people that want quick money. And I like to be honest from the get-go, because it stops you from getting, all these people that are not aligned with your vision, right? So I'm not looking for people that want quick money. If you want quick money, it's not in network marketing. Here you need to be patient. Here you need to build with, what is it? You need to build with character, because remember, you want sustainable growth. And normally what quick money does is people get in expecting to get that quick money, and if they don't get it, they will disappear. And if they don't get it, they will just be sitting there looking at you, because maybe you promised them that they will join the business and they will start earning thousands. But is that really the right mindset to build your business with? I don't think so, because then you are not being honest. Because really, if you want people to build something that will last forever, which is also what you are aiming for, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes work, it takes skills, it takes you building a character, and you cannot build a character over a night. That's why we are saying you need to constantly show up for your business, so that you are able to build the right mindset for your business, so that you are, able to acquire all these necessary skills. Let me just hurry up a bit because time is not on our side. And another thing is to demand excellency from yourself. Demand more sales, raise your standard. If it's a recruiting that you want to do in the team, demand that recruiting from yourself. Just expect more from yourself, because when you create a high standard for yourself, you also create what? More results, high quality results, you know. And in conclusion, but before I conclude, let me just see if you are still here, my leaders. Are we still here, leaders? Are we still here? I can see there are some fires in the emoji, not fires in the emoji, fires in the comments. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, leaders. So, yeah, in conclusion, you want to teach people how to teach people, you know? If you teach people to do things the right way, if you keep showing up as the good leader that you are, your people are also able to transfer that to their people, you know? So you build leaders who are building leaders, and that is what we call a legacy. So we don't just want to build team, we want to build people that are able to build teams. With that, my leaders, I've come to the end of this presentation. I'll give over the mic to Leader Heather. Leader Heather, over to you. And